You are not a Jedi yet.
What is going on, everybody? It's Thursday, January 7th, 11 a.m. my time. I am excited to do a crypto roundup analysis. We're going to be covering Bitcoin, altcoins such as ETH and Wi-Fi and Band and XRP, Litecoin, Theta, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you guys watch till the end of the video. But first things first, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Drop a comment of your thoughts on where we are in the crypto market because things have gone bananas. They've absolutely gone crazy because over the last several days, Bitcoin has just gained tremendous ground. Since January 4th, from this low to where we are, we've gained 40%. 40%. I mean, that's tremendous movement from Bitcoin. So I'm going to be discussing today my thoughts on where we are in the Bitcoin and crypto market, where exactly my focus is in terms of the alt space, and some other things that we are doing in the Advantage community in our private Discord, right? So you guys just saw the gains reviews right here. These are all the members that we have who have been kicking ass over the last several weeks, several months. Some of them have been here with us for several years, okay? And this just goes to show the testament of how great our community is and how hard I personally work and how hard our moderators and other analysts work as well. So make sure you guys join, make sure you hit the thumbs up, and you can go to our website right now, thealphatrades.com. You can hit the products page and then you can join the Advantage membership subscription. It's only $97 per month, all right? With that $97, you get access to all the lock channels that you see right here. All the lock channels regarding position updates, an education channel. I started a 5K account challenge, which we'll go over in a second. All the Bitcoin trading area, which is constant updates on Bitcoin analysis, right? Everything that I'm seeing in the market from a day-to-day basis and hour-to-hour basis, I update in there. We have a Bitcoin chat channel where we discuss all things related to what's happening in Bitcoin. And then, of course, altcoin trading. We have a traditional altcoin channel where we discuss things like Ethereum and Litecoin, XRP. And then we have a DeFi area where we discuss everything else, right? Everything else in terms of DeFi related cryptos, okay? So again, make sure you guys join because it is an amazing time to be part of our community because we have been just racking up gains. So I'm going to first start off with the 5K account challenge, which is we started a 5K account end of December, I think December 29th. And we're currently up to about $15,000. I just posted this update this morning, as y'all can see, 6:39 a.m. Here's the account value, as y'all can see. Again, we do live videos with this, so this is not a modified screenshot or anything as such. You could ask, the hundreds of members that we have. And so we've been doing pretty fantastic work. Again, this account is not to be replicated as copy trading or anything as such. This was me going about how I would trade the market on a day-to-day basis. And I started with a $5,000 account just to show people that you don't need a ton of money, nor do you need to utilize high leverage to be able to make money in this market. Okay, and you're clearly seeing that being represented right here. In less than 9 to 10 days, we've effectively tripled our account, right? So anyway, just wanted to show you all that real quick. So if you are interested in joining our community, you can also follow this 5K account challenge. I provide daily video updates. Like this morning, I provide a video update of exactly how I'm moving money from different positions into different assets, trimming, adding, placing stops, etc. Okay, so all that information you can get right here. Again, it's not financial advice. It's just me showing you guys how I'm trading. Okay. So let's get to Bitcoin, right? The king, the monster, the everything when it comes to crypto. So Bitcoin has clearly shown us that it has resilience to keep pushing and making higher highs. One of the things that I discussed in the morning video, again, for our Advantage members, was that, if you guys are familiar with options, okay, now around January, okay, there's an option that is going to expire about with a $36,000 strike, which is in January, middle of January. And I explained to people why exactly that $36,000 strike would be immensely good for the price of Bitcoin. And this, again, piggybacks off Suzu's tweet. If y'all don't know who Suzu is, he's the OG when it comes to crypto trading. He's also a co-founder of Three Arrows Capital, which is a crypto hedge fund. Anyway, so regarding this tweet, right, I talked about explaining exactly what that means in context of why options are going to help propel the market higher in terms of Bitcoin. Basically, what happens is you have options dealers or market makers going into the market and potentially selling and writing call options, right? So if they're selling you an option, say for $36,000 in December, well, the price in December was 20K, 25K, whatever it was. They are thinking that, okay, well, these are options that we get to write, but people don't definitively know if price is going to go up there. Now, when price starts climbing up towards those targets of $36,000, what market makers and dealers have to do to hedge their position, right? They have to go out and buy the asset, because market makers overall are delta neutral, meaning they don't really bet on a direction of price. They're just simply there to provide liquidity to the market or provide the market enough products to be able to have people like myself pick up options or long positions or futures contracts, etc. So the point is that when they sell me a call option, I'm the buyer of it, meaning I'm expecting price to go up, but when they sell it to me, they're effectively short. Okay, right off the bat. But when they're short, again, because market makers are delta neutral, they have to go pick up the asset to make sure that just in case price does go up, right, they themselves can be protected in a hedge, meaning when they buy Bitcoin. Now, as price exceeds, as you can see, price is now currently at 39,000 and some change. It's well beyond the $36,000 strike that Suzu just spoke about in his tweet, as you can see, right? So as price exceeds those call option strikes, you see market makers buying more and more of the asset, meaning Bitcoin. This further propels price higher because all they're trying to do is cover their positions, because those options contracts that say someone bought for $36,000 calls, they're greatly appreciating. And the people who sold them the calls, which are the dealers and the market makers, are now losing a shit ton of money. So if they're losing a lot of money, right, they're going to have to go out and buy Bitcoin to cover their hedges. So as Bitcoin goes up, they make money on the contracts that they're losing in the options side. So price goes up, right, and the options dealers are losing money, so they buy more Bitcoin. And then price goes further up and they lose a little bit more money and they hedge their contracts again by buying more Bitcoin. So you can see it's a vicious cycle that will further and further accelerate price up. Now, where does this all end? Well, likely it might come to a point where Bitcoin is finishing off that blow off top. And I spoke about this, a good week or two ago when I drew this chart right here. Basically, what I was implying is all markets generally have these kinds of accelerated, higher slope movements. You have sometimes, a more muted movement where you might have a market that goes sideways, then it starts breaking up, then it starts accelerating up higher, creating this kind of slope. Then it starts accelerating up higher, creating a steeper slope. And then it just goes full on, bananas parabolic, like you're kind of seeing right now. And you see, candle after candle after candle just going straight up. And you think, well, this can't go on forever. And it doesn't. But you'd be surprised how irrational the market works, where it can just keep going up. So when I drew this chart out, it's actually on my Twitter feed right here. price of Bitcoin was, let me see here. I posted it right here on December 28th. So price was around $27,000. I talked about how we might be coming into the final moments in terms of that blow off top towards $50,000. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now, as y'all can see, right? So I believe that we are pretty close to finishing out that blow off top. Now, the blow off top could be 45,000, it could be 50,000, or it could be like 58,000. I don't know, but what I will know is how fast the market accelerates up higher and higher, and that will, in my opinion, probably be the final wave finish of this cycle. Okay, and again, that's this cycle right here that's about to finish off. Now, of course, after that, I really don't know. Maybe we finish off up here and then we retrace down for several weeks, several months, maybe back towards like 20,000, build a base right here, all into the summertime. And then maybe we start making our way back up by the end of the year or something, right? It's very possible that we do that, okay? Because we just had the halving event last May. So it's very possible that because of the restriction in supply, there's now less and less Bitcoin, and as more institutions get involved, they move Bitcoin off exchanges, so there's less supply pressure. So all in all, it just means that for the longer term, it could be very benevolent and very good for BTC's ceiling. Okay, so in this current cycle, I'm expecting anywhere between $45,000 to like $60,000. I really don't know, honestly. So I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm already long in Bitcoin. I've taken several long positions all the way from back here. I don't think we shorted since beginning or middle of October. I've just been longing the market since then. So we've done a tremendous job of longing Bitcoin and capitalizing on all this movement. I hope you have been too. If you have not, again, another reason for you to join our Advantage community if you were on the wrong side of the trend, or you're thinking that Bitcoin has to dump and has to pull back and then give me a buying opportunity. See, reflexive and extremely bullish assets do not give people a lot of time to jump in. Once they get going, it's full on turbo mode. You do not get that many opportunities to jump in, especially now that we're possibly going parabolic. Good luck trying to jump in, because it'll feel like you're basically shooting yourself in the foot every time you jump in. You might have 2, 4, 6% swings up and down that will probably shake you out of your position or really make you crap your pants. And that's what the market is going to do going forward. It's going to have these massive swings that just won't allow people to get in. Luckily, we've been long from back here, capitalized on gains, long from back here, made money, long from back here, long from back here, and long from back here. So all in all, we made some significant money. Now we're kind of just hanging on to our positions and seeing where the market will take us, okay? The other position that I spoke about publicly, right, and I hope some of y'all paid attention, was Wi-Fi. Okay, I posted this on January 3rd. As you can see, Wi-Fi was trading at 29,933. Today, Wi-Fi is up 39%. Okay, so basically we got in right here-ish. From here to where we are right now, we're up a good 47% in our position. 47% in maybe 4 days. So as y'all can see, I mean, we sure as heck are able to pick good assets to jump into, because I've been watching this space for a while, and I also understand technicals to be able to realize when something has pent up energy or pent up demand and it's about to make that breakthrough. And once again, partially it was luck, but partially it was our analysis that helped us get into this position. So we're doing tremendously well in Wi-Fi. We're doing tremendously well in Bitcoin. The other positions that we're in is also ETH. Now ETH, most of this I'm spot, and I'm in from about $594 or so. So let's just say like right around here. As you can see, we're up a good 113%. So we've done, a tremendous job even in our ETH position, right? Theta, we actually closed out and we took profit right around like $1.40 or so. I think our entry point was, as you can see right here, So on average, we took profit and closed out our position somewhere around here. So we made a good 100, 102% profit. This move was obviously a bigger expansion. I missed it, but it is what it is, right? I'm not going to be able to catch the top on everything. All I care about is making money consistently in the markets. The one piece of advice that I can give you guys, having traded for about 11 years, is pay attention to your own emotion and greed going into days like today. When you feel like you're not making enough money and you think you have to double down and take in higher leverage positions and put in way more money on in terms of borrowing margin, don't. Just don't. Okay, I promise you that you can make consistent gains if you size down and you don't have to worry about a stop that's 2, 4, 5% away. Because guess what? In volatile markets like this, 2, 4, 5% is just a regular movement. It's just an average, Tuesday. Okay, so you don't want to be caught up in movements like that. You want to have your stop wide apart where you can take the losses and absorb those losses just in case price pulls back significantly, like 10, 15%, which is, again, a bit further than like a standard deviation move, right? But those deeper stops help you to understand, exactly where you can size down more and still make a good amount of money without having to worry about the volatility in the market where you have this kind of violent movement. Okay, so you ask for my game plan, right? I have pretty deep stops in Bitcoin. I have pretty deep stops in YFI. I don't really have any stops going on right now in ETH and other positions. I'm kind of just going to ride them out and see where they go. But what I am paying attention to is just the FOMO and the greed and the emotion that's going to be pent up in the market. Okay. And when you start to realize that majority of the market is a little bit too bullish and overstretched and everybody's having hopium dreams about calling Bitcoin to go to 100K tomorrow or YFI to go to 50K, in the next few hours or anything like that, it's okay to take profit. Because the thing is, when you start seeing this kind of emotion in yourself, in your mind, and you start seeing, you pair that with the green P&L in your account gaining 10, 20%, or you go up 2x in your account value, that money doesn't mean anything until it comes back into your bank account. It changes your life. It enhances your life in some way. Until then, it's just numbers on a screen. That's it. It's just numbers on a screen. And this is the fallacy and trap that most traders fall into, is they do not realize their gains. They do not suck it back into their account and start demanding a change in their life and being able to map out their own emotions and realize, wait a second, I'm getting too bullish. The market is getting too bullish. Let me pull some of that position off. Let me take some profit. Because sometimes what happens is, say you do decide to take profit here or here or here, right? And then the market pulls back around, then you have cash available to buy a dip here or here or here at key levels. See, if you're overstretched and you're in a full position up here, and when the market starts dumping, you think, oh, well, it'll make it back. It'll go up further. Well, no, then you keep losing money here and here and here, and you give back some of the gains in the market, and then you end up selling somewhere down here. And again, the market starts reversing back up. So you lost money on the way down. You couldn't capitalize on the dip down here. And now you have to probably pay a higher price to get back in. Again, a common trap between many new traders. Avoid it. Avoid it by realizing profits. Avoid it by not over leveraging. Okay. Just be able to understand and read the market, read the environment. And I promise you, you will do well. The daily candle looks extremely well in Bitcoin. If we're going from a pivot standpoint, right, I'm expecting this R3 to be tagged at some point. That's around $44,000 to $45,000. Again, things are getting extremely bullish. So once again, if you do want to keep trimming on the way up, that there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Let's cover some other altcoins like Link. So I've talked about Link again on my Twitter feed right here. Let's check it out. I've talked about a bunch of these altcoins. Make sure you guys follow me if you haven't on Twitter already. You can see right here, that's my handle, _alpha trades. please do follow me because I do put out a ton of alpha, a ton of great stuff that I hope you guys utilize. This was posted on link right here. Okay, this was posted on January 3rd, so 3 days ago. I talked about, link. It was right around $14 or so. I said at minimum, link is probably headed towards $16 or so, which is this big SR level, right? See this white box right here that you see? Once we break above that and hold, then it's game on. Then it means that we're probably taking out this key high because all you got to do is hold up here. If you can hold up here, you're tagging that high and quite possibly going higher. Okay, so make sure y'all keep that in mind. And then, I had another position that I posted about MTA, and other members of our community got into this asset. As you can see, MTA I posted on December 31st. Prices were at 0.92. Let's see where MTA is now. All right, so it's currently at it's at $1.57. Right, so from here where we are right now, we're up 65%. Okay, so I know the whole market is exploding, but the point is that were you able to catch some of these moves, right? I mean, markets could keep going up, but what are you doing? How are you positioned? How are you making money? Or hopefully not losing money, right? See, that's the question. And I think our community provides that information best in the most succinct manner. And we provide a ton of analysis for our Advantage members. So once again, do make sure y'all join. All right. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about the Alt-Szn, right? Conversation that's been going on for a while. I still am expecting an Alt-Szn, but like I've said before, it may not be like what you were expecting back in 2017. It doesn't have to be anywhere remotely as such. It's very possible that altcoins come up to the high at the same time BTC does, and then everything starts pulling back. Everybody starts taking profit, and everybody starts selling. It's very possible. Okay, these are things that you have to keep in mind. Now with ETH BTC, I use ETH BTC as a proxy to have as a ratio that if Ethereum is gaining higher ground than BTC, if that's ETH right there and BTC is right over here somewhere, that means that ETH is gaining at a higher percentage than BTC. So if ETH is gaining at a higher percentage than BTC in terms of dollar denominated profits, I'm hoping that other altcoins follow too. Now that would be the definition of Alt-Szn, is when those altcoins start moving at a higher percentage. Now for that, I've represented that in a single chart. In this chart, you can clearly see that in today's market, like January 7th, YFI was a clear winner out of all these over Bitcoin, FTT token, Aave, Litecoin, ETH, SNX, BNB, et cetera, right? All the way up. Now, daily chart, this is where things get interesting. The biggest winner for the last several months has been Theta. Second biggest winner is YFI. Third biggest winner is ETH, and then Link, and then Bitcoin. Okay, so this tells you a story of exactly where money is being positioned. And in my opinion, I think some of these altcoins that I've got right here on the screen are the ones that you should at least pay attention to. Do your own research, because I'm focused on these altcoins and I own a lot of these positions. Okay, so that's all the alpha I'm going to give you guys, folks. Again, I put out a lot of free content, so make sure y'all hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, drop us a comment. Until then, happy bull market. Hope everybody's making money, and try not to short the market. That's all I could say. Not financial advice, but if it were me, that's what I would do, or I guess not do, which is short the market. Anyway, y'all take care. Let's hope for 40,000, which should be coming soon. All right. Cheers, and I'll talk to y'all soon.